Hello everyone, Simon here. We are playing EVE Online, free to play. We're not paying any money. So it's been a month, exactly 1 month since I recorded the last video. Of course, when I upload the videos, they'll just come one video per day. But in real time, it's been a month since the last video. So we're going to Jita. Before we do anything else, let me just check my things. Have I finished manufacturing my missiles yet? Yes, I have. Alright, so Scourge heavy missiles. So this probably doesn't make any sense to you guys, why I'm taking my Scourge heavy missiles. I want to take my taxi. Well, we're probably gonna scrap the taxi when we get to Jita. Can I fit my... I just wanna... Let me just get rid of this stuff. We don't want this stuff. And let's see, cargo hold 125 meters cubed. Now, where are my Scourge heavy missiles? This is 30. Okay, I can hold all of this. I'm gonna take my 1,000 Scourge heavy missiles. In fact, I'm gonna make another 1,000. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make a lot more than 1,000. We'll go Scourge heavy missiles. Manufacture. Can I manufacture 100? I need more titanium. And that'll give me 10,000. Sure. How much more titanium do I need? Like 50,000 titanium? So let me get my Veldspar. 14.5. Okay, let me just get my This is too much, right? Okay, we don't need 1 million. So this becomes 1 million. I need 50,000, which is 5% of this. 5% of 400. I don't even know. 25,000. So hold on, let me go 25000. Is that right? So if I... Wait. Where did it go? Wait. I've got too much stuff in my inventory, as you can see. You'll notice that it's worth 150, almost 150 million. It says there, my inventory is worth that much. I'm not sure that it's actually worth that much. What is going on? My filters, ore and materials. Okay, this, we're going to reprocess this. That gives me 59, sure, just do that. And then we're gonna make 10,000 of those missiles. Alright, that is not too important, so we're just making missiles. And so we're going to Jita because we're gonna buy our cruiser. So it's been a month since the last video. I don't remember how much money I had in the last video, but now we have about 160 million credits in cash, plus another about 200 million, or 150, I think 150 actually, in the inventory in the form of items. So we've made quite a bit of money. So this is just kind of loot. So there's like 36 million in loot. And then before that, there's a bit of loot, there's a bunch of missions and bounties and whatnot. And then there's this one. I made an Estero, so I've built an Estero. It's sitting in my inventory, and then I found another of those chip things, and I made another Estero, and I sold that for 66 or like 67 million ISK. So that's where the bulk of the money came from. So it's one Estero, and then some accumulated loot, and then mining and other stuff. So in the month that I've played, I haven't played very seriously. I haven't played a lot of hours, so pretty casual. play a little bit every now and then, and I've managed to accumulate that much money. And yeah, so this might be the last set of videos I make, because this is the last thing that I want to do, that I have planned, right? So we're going to go to Jita, we're going to buy this, the Caracal. It says here it's going to cost me 37.2 million ISK, and I've written that down, 37.2. So we go to Jita because Jita is the most popular place in the game. So a lot of people hang out in Jita, and a lot of people trade in Jita. And so what happens is that the market there is the most active. And if you understand how free markets work, when there's a lot of people doing stuff in the same place, then the market prices reaches an equilibrium. And so the prices at Jita should be the fairest. Not necessarily the cheapest, but the fairest, in the sense that it should reflect the market value of goods. Jita being as I said, the most active marketplace in the whole game. So we're gonna go there, and we're gonna find out if buying this thing at Jita is gonna be cheaper than buying it out in Tashmerkon, where I live, basically. So out in Tashmerkon, where we are now, it's 37.2, and so when we get to Jita, we'll find out how much it costs over there. What else do I have to say? So once we get the Caracal, the cruiser, which is this one, we've basically reached the limit of what we can build or what we can fly using an alpha clone. We might move into a Caracal Navy issue, which is slightly better than the Caracal. Like, it's not hugely better, but it is slightly better. But that's pretty much the best ship we can fly on an alpha clone, right? And so, so this is what I plan for this one to be the last video I make on EVE Online, because I intend to, because I just wanted to do the free-to-play and see how far we can get. If I continue playing, or if I make progress, as it were, as in get into more and bigger ships, then I would have to get an Omega clone, which means I have to either pay for a subscription in the game, or I have to buy a Plex. And a Plex is, what, 1.3 billion, 1.6 billion, whatever it is. A Plex is, oh, it's only 1 billion, amazing. So a Plex is 1 billion.
Warp drive active.
Like 1.1, 1.2 billion, and we're a long way from there. So if we continue making money at the rate I'm going so far, and even if I sell all the loot that I have, it might take me maybe 3 to 4 months before I get enough money to buy 1 month's worth of subscription using in-game credits, right? So if I play casually for 4 months, then I can buy a subscription for 1 month, and then train into skills that I can't use unless I get another subscription. So if I don't do any better than I do now, it'll be 4 months off, 1 month on the subscription. Which I don't know if it's worthwhile. I guess there's nothing else for me to do with all these credits that I keep accumulating, right? Although, when we get into our cruiser, we may find that our income increases because we're doing more difficult missions more quickly with the better ship. Our mining income is not going to get any better unless we get into a mining barge, but that requires an Omega clone, so mining ships. So with the Alpha clone, we can fly Avenger, this one. The calculation comes to about 2 million ISK per hour in this thing, so 1 billion, that's like 500 hours of mining if I want to get 1 billion ISK just for mining. So that's not really a fun way to play the game. It's more like a grinding Mining barge is significantly more efficient, but we need an Omega clone to fly the mining barge. I'm not sure I want to mine my way to riches either, because it's just boring. I guess if I'm like doing other things and I'm half AFK, I can do that. It's grindy and not very interesting. That way of playing the game. But yeah, so doing the level 2 missions in the cruiser might be more profitable. Oh, one thing I forgot to look up is salvaging drones, because the Caracal is not going to have room to fit a salvager. At the moment, let me just show you. At the moment, my Corax has a salvager, so we are sacrificing one missile launcher bay to put the salvager on. And salvagers are important because they actually, like, the salvage turns out to be a significant proportion of your total income from killing enemies. So this one does not have room for a salvager after this one. After I fit the weapons in, we don't really want to sacrifice that, but drones? I might get salvaging drones. Hold on, let's see. So drone capacity is 10 meters cubed. Drone bandwidth is 10 megabits per second. Let me go check out. So 10 and 10. Can I use salvaging drones with my alpha clone? Drones. Salvage drone 1. I can't even use it. What should we do about this? I can't use salvage drones. Why can't I use salvage drones? Salvage drone operation 1 requires Omega clone to use. I can make a dedicated salvaging ship, so it'll be the destroyer, except that it'll be like more than one salvager.
Warp drive active.
The problem with that is then I would have to do the combat, get into a different ship, go back to salvage, and so it's just more flying time. If I can put a salvager drone in my ship, then that'll be convenient. But we can't do that. Can I just hold a salvager? I can probably just hold a salvager in the ship and like remove the missile launcher and put in the salvager when I need to. Maybe I'll do that instead. It's not ideal. Maybe I could like choose. So if you fit items, or if you fit equipment into your ship out in space, it takes a lot of energy, so you can't do it quickly. But I might do that. But it'd still be slow, so I don't know which one is far. Hold on, let me just go on the internet, and I'm gonna type in EVE Online Salvaging ship. Alright, what should I do? What is a good salvaging ship? Salvaging 101 from the EVE University wiki. Effectively and efficiently maximize income, fun, and profit. Why should you salvage? Opportunity to earn more income. Construct rigs. How do you start salvaging? Fit a Salvager 1 module in a free high slot. You can do it after destroying these enemies in missions or ratting an any ship with free space in your cargo bay. Salvaging a ship. Anything that has a free high slot can be a salvaging ship. Destroyers, 8 high slots, decent cargo bay, and agility make the destroyer a popular salvager for level 1 to 3 missions. Battle cruisers, 8 high slots, larger cargo bay, and decent agility allows battle cruisers to salvage level 4s effectively, but have stopped being popular since the release of Noctis. The Noctis 8 high slots industrial cargo bay, salvage cycle time reductions, and tractor beam range bonuses make the Noctis a beast at salvaging. But that's like heavy duty, right? High volume.
Warp drive
Oh, we're at the Citadel now. Let me just check if the price has changed. So we're in a different place in the galaxy. 37.2. Huh, that's interesting. It's the same price. I guess this price reflects the game price and not your region price. Not sure. Anyway, we're in a different part of the galaxy and the price has not changed according to the game's estimate. Salvage drones. We can't. Can't use salvage drones. So we either have a separate salvaging ships. The problem is then we have to we basically have to we need two ships in the system. And we don't always stay in the like we don't do our missions in ESA, so I need to fly two ships out to wherever I'm doing my mission. And then I need to do the mission and then go back to station, get into my other ship, and then go do the salvaging. I'm not sure I like that idea. Maybe I just try to keep a salvager in the cargo bay and then just fit stuff on the fly. Maybe I'm not sure if that's actually that's not actually doable, is it? Ah, crap! I don't know what to do about this. Alternatively, I hold 5 salvagers in my cargo bay, do the combat, go back to station, change to the salvagers, go back out, salvage. That is an option. I'm not sure what I want to do. Or, final alternative, I sacrifice one of these (152 DPS, 121.6 DPS). I sacrifice one of these and put a salvager there, so there's only 4 missile launch. Maybe I just do that. Because the missiles, or the missions, I don't expect the missions to be very difficult. And I guess I can always just hold on to a missile launcher. Maybe like keep a missile launcher in the inventory, and if I don't have enough DPS for some odd reason, then I can do that. Let me just check my Corax. Oh, I don't have missiles here. I can't see the DPS. I don't. Okay. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll just like leave one of these missile launchers unfitted and put a salvager in, so we can salvage on the fly. I think that's the solution I want to do, even though it's not like it's kind of slow, but it's convenient, I guess. So we are in Jita. Well, not in Jita. We're in the Forge, close to Jita. You can see how many more people there are in these systems. So this is the most highly populated place in the game. Let me just check the Caracal Navy issue. I want to see how much that thing costs. So, ships, cruisers, Caldari Caracal is about 10 million. So you see Jita 4, Caldari Navy is, this is where everybody is. Everybody is here. Oh, that's interesting. People are buying for... Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, that's correct. So you see how the buying price and the selling price is almost the same, and in fact if you take tax into account, it's probably the same price. So you see how the market reaches equilibrium when there's a lot of people. So this is the fairest price for this item in the game. Faction cruisers navy. Caracal navy issue costs 50 million. Interesting. Or 50, 54 million. 54, 57. Interesting. The other way, hold on, let me just check my database. The other way to get a Caracal navy issue, oops, wrong button, is to accumulate something like, let's see, 20 million. I want to blueprint of it. You have to accumulate about 50,000 loyalty points, and then exchange a Caracal for the Caracal navy issue. So basically you have to buy a Caracal. Where am I going? Am I in Jita? Oh, I'm in Jita. Okay, let me just go dock there. So if we... So the other way to get that is to accumulate... What did I say? Accumulate about 50,000 loyalty points. And then exchange a $10 million Caracal to get the navy issue, which is like worth 50 million. So you can say that 50,000 loyalty points is worth about 40 million credits, approximately 50 million credits, approximately that much. Whether or not that's accurate, I'm not sure. Holy crap, there's 1,850 people in local. There's 1,000 people just in this system. Alright, well, we can probably just buy the whole ship we're looking for right here. Can I just buy everything from here? Can I just go... fit to multi-fit, delete fit. Can I just buy everything? How do I... Open multi-buy. Oh, cool. I can just buy everything here. Amazing. Wow. Well, everything else is like overpriced, kind of. Wait. 21.24, that's it? Scourge Heavy Assault Missile. Wait. I don't want Heavy Assault. Why do I have Heavy Assault? I want Heavy. Heavy Missile. Wait a minute. What is... Why would I have Heavy Assault Missiles? Heavy Missile, Heavy Missile, Heavy Missile, Heavy Missile, Heavy Missile. Wait. Why is that there? Scourge Heavy Assault Missile? Why? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, I'm gonna close that. Why is hardware charges? No, but what do I have? Skill mode, browser. I apparently have... How do I should probably buy drones as well. I don't know why I have... Anyway. So let me just double check this before we do anything else. Rigs. Shield rigs. 5 launchers. Scourge heavy missiles. If I can probably just scrap that. Well, actually, no, let me just keep that because I also need Scourge missiles. Type D restrained. Apparently this is more expensive than expected, although the ship is cheaper than expected apparently. Caracal upgraded EM ward. 2 crosslinks, ballistic control systems. Let's see. We have an afterburner, shield tanking. Is that everything? That is... yeah, that's everything. Cool. Alright, well, that's 36.04 is even cheaper than the estimate. Alright, just gonna buy it. Well above the average. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. Sweet. Well, there goes 36 million credits. We also want to buy a salvager. So in addition to this, we are going to buy ship equipment, harvesting, salvager 1. Wait, these aren't on station? Why is that? Okay, well, alright, I'm just gonna buy it on station as well. So, alright, this is our ship.